down to West Virginia to make a film. Lois wanted to make a film on the mountaineers' way of life. I, Maureen, wanted to do a film on their music. We didn't know what to expect. We drove into a small town where we heard there were some old-timers left who played banjos and fiddles. The first person we fell in with was a college student named Dwight, who was taking time off from school to play what he called old-timey music. Dwight told us he learned to play the banjo from a family called Hammonds and from someone called the Old Man, who all lived outside of town. We went up to meet them, not knowing how they would greet us. Our fears soon dissolved. After we put in some time with them, we realized to learn to play this music, you have to live the life it represents. For the two were tied up together. We thought it impossible for someone outside their culture to do this, but Dwight showed us it can be done.
The way I was raised was kind of the middle class of this area. Kind of, you know, part of the time, and part of the time not. Part of the time it was with some of the people like the Hammonds, not the Hammonds themselves. But I've still grown up here, and I still think the way that a lot of the people that played the music, you know, I still think the way they do a lot. It's not like whenever somebody comes in nowadays, you know, he's used to it. But at that time, nobody was coming in. And here comes some boy with a tape recorder, you know, and so on and so on. And I don't blame him. I don't want some shit ass coming up to my house, you know, unless till I got to know him. Wow, it probably took me 6 months or so to get to know him. Well, his humor and everything that goes with that, you know, and how much that old man does know. He's far above anybody that I've met, say, in college. Well, I went to work in the woods whenever he was little, and well, he's still little. So it was just logging, you know, and all the driving grabs and driving team. he works in wood now. Learned from his dad, and then he learned all these years. He was working in the woods. That's how he knows wood so well, because that's what he's done all his life.
Ain't built no fire this morning. Rabbit hunting ain't no fun this morning. Rabbit hunting ain't no fun. Worked all day and didn't get none this morning.
You know any more words to that?
In the shop this morning.
What time?
About 20 minutes to 5.
You was up here before the hoot owls got up, wasn't you?
Hmm?
You was up here before the hoot owls got up.
Yeah.
How come you was up so early?
Oh, I just waked up and couldn't go back to sleep. Got out, made me some coffee. And sat around, and got tired of sitting in the house. I'm up here and fiddle around.
Well, what are we going to make now? Make some eyeballs for oysters?
Mm-hmm.
That cotton you in trap, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to force it. I caught you there.
And they both went around and around.
Oh, how did he learn how to make dulcimers?
He saw his father make one a long time ago. He remembered how he made it. And then he studied up how to put it together himself. He probably varied it a little bit, but he remembered the shape and all that stuff. And they're pretty close to what his father made, I think.
Right, you ever take a casing like that, cut a piece of round glass, put it in, and then take a red bottle and break it up and drop it down in there. You look through that and see all kinds of
I've seen those
forms in there.
Yeah, they call them kaleidoscopes or something.
Mm-hmm. I used to make them things. Mountains of Virginia on the trail.
How old is Mr. Hammonds?
He's 86. That old man's like a pine knot. Shit.
Well, does Mr. Hammonds think that people play dulcimers the way they used to back in his father's day? Or does he think they just buy them for souvenirs?
No, he knows they don't play it. He's not stupid, you know. That old man's sharp. You can't put anything over on him. He knows people like to have them, but they don't do much playing. Most people don't. You know, it's kind of your hang on your wall. We'll watch TV. We'll listen to records. We're not going to really try to learn. We'll try to learn a piece or two, you know. Maybe Mary Had a Little Lamb or something like that.
Yeah, how come he's playing so soft and slow?
Because he learned from his father, and he still plays, I think, pretty close to the way his father played. That's what music, old-time music, was all about back in the mountains at that time. He quit for 50 years, almost 47 years or something like that, Mr. Hammonds did. And so when he started back, playing the way he did when he quit. And I don't think there's been very many outside influences. But that old man knows music, you know what I mean? He's an excellent banjo picker. One of the best, if not the best. He's one of the best that I've ever heard.
It's a long, rough road. It's a short, cross tie. It's a long, steel rail to go. If the train don't run, I've a mule I'll ride. I'll soon be at home some old day. Who sing? Well, practically when we was back of growing up, we just, all of us sing some. But I always sung more than any of them. Yes, I did. And the most of them old songs that I sang, my daddy learned them. He was pretty good, pretty bad to sing. My mother said she used to sing pretty good. They'd make up all kinds of songs now. They'd make up the songs when they was back in them days when they was growing up. Why they made songs and sung them the way they do.
Did you know a lot of songs?
Why, yes, they know songs. Yes, ma'am, they know songs. And then I just happened to sing it just a time or two, and then I could sing it right off. Right after, if I wanted to learn it. If it was a song I wanted to learn, I could pick it up and learn it. But if it was one I cared nothing about, I never tried to learn it. No.
Are there any people around who still sing those old songs?
I don't know of any. All the ones that sung them songs, that I know that sung them songs is dead. Never do hear none of the young folks sing. Black woman, don't you lie to me. Oh, tell me where you stayed last night. I stayed in the pine, for the sun don't shine. How I shivered when that cold wind does blow. Well, 15 cents was all I had. $1 was all I craved. Oh, 15 cents to buy more seeds to drown my troubles away. It was late last night when my babe got home, all knocking at my door. I hustled around, got on my shoes. Oh, honey, don't knock no more. Now if ever a tramp gangs to your door, oh, don't drive him away. It'll bring you grief and sorrow too. You may be a tramp some old day, but I've made enough money on the north for to carry to be the rest of my days.
See, a lot of these people here are English. Hammonds are English. It's an English name. They came from England as far as Maggie knew. Sure enough, they play Scotch pieces. I mean, I think it has more to do with the environment you grow up in and less to do with your ancestors. Sure, the pieces were passed down, but I think a lot of it has to do with mountains and trees and creeks.
How come the fiddle is so important?
Well, the fiddle lends itself to the way these pieces sound, and it lends itself to square dance music and all that. Make it yourself. It's not made out of brass. It doesn't need a reed. You know, you can whittle it out. You can whittle the fiddle out with your pocket knife. And you can buy you some strings, and you got a fiddle. Take a banjo, make you a hoop, then kill your groundhog, cat, whatever, tame hide, or get you a flower pot, put a head in it, make your neck, put some strings on it. Strings aren't so expensive. And you've got music.